Hi everyone, we're halfway there, module 4, yay! All right, so we're sort of changing track here. So if you look at the HRS framework, levels 1, 2, and 3, they're sort of whole school. They're a big focus. Is it a safe, supportive, and collaborative culture in that big school? Is there effective teaching in every classroom in the whole school? Is there a guaranteed and viable curriculum in that whole school? So it's sort of like a big pot that we're looking at. Well, now we're going to sort of shift our focus, and we're going to look at each individual student. So now it's important for us to not just look at the whole picture, but again, we want to make sure that every single student in our school is achieving and is given the opportunity to achieve. So the first standard that we're going to look at is level 4. And this is sort of a big one. This is about a standards referenced reporting. And so what we want to look at here is we want to look at individual student data, and we want to say to ourselves, is this student learning? And then we don't want to stop there, as many assessments do. They just say, they didn't make the mark, F. But we're interested in improving schools. We're not just interested in measuring students. So in order to improve students, we have to then ask the question, why aren't they learning? Or why are they learning? So that's the most important part of this level, is not just finding out who is and who isn't learning, but why they are learning and why they aren't learning. So we're going to be looking really deeply at achievement here, not at just the grade. When you dig into the case study book, the case study this week is all about not just the grade, but how students are processing the information and what they're thinking when they're trying to solve a problem. And that's really hard to find out. And I think that's why a lot of researchers just look at the bottom line and say, they didn't get it. But we have to find out where they went wrong and how we can fix that. So that question is really, really important. So what are we doing this week? So this week you have a reading response, and it's called an invented dialogue. And so what you'll do is you're going to create a little video, just like I do for you every week, and you're going to explain to parents, nope, not to parents, to teachers in your school, how level 4 of the HRS model answers these two questions, the ones we just talked about. So, how will we know if students are learning, and how will we respond if students aren't learning? So that's a question that all parents want to know. How are we going to help their students to achieve? All right, so you'll be creating that this week for your reading response and posting that in the discussion forum. And then I'm also asking for your feedback for a midterm survey. How is everything going? Again, I know this is a lot of content, a lot of numbers, a lot of information in this course, and I'm doing everything I can think of to help keep it organized for you and to keep you understanding sort of the big picture. But I'd like to know if there's something more I can do to help. And then finally, dun, da, 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 today is the day. The data use and practices diagnostic video is due. Wah, wah, wah. Okay, I've been harping at you for weeks to get it in. So make sure that you turn it in by the last day of this module. If you have any questions or if you need any help, don't hesitate to give me a call or send me an email.